For a while now, there have been talks of, disputes between Tinubu, the president, and the vice president, Kashim Shettima. There have also been talks that it is Sheikh Tinubu, the son of a president, who is acting in the capacity of a vice president, is the one doing the things that the vice president ought to be doing. In the last 3 days ago or two days ago, we've had the presidency refute the claim, saying that that is not true. There is no trouble in paradise, that as long as they are concerned, none of all of the reports that are circulating is true. And now we are also getting to hear from the vice president's office for the first time, about this issue. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please click on the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a massive thumbs up. That way we encourage to put out more reliable and authentic news. And also, YouTube is able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. Vice President Kashim Shettima has described as mischievous reports claiming that he has been denied access to the presidential villa. In a statement on Saturday, Shettima's senior special assistant on media and public communications, Stanley Onwacha, dismissed reports of a rift between the vice president and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. According to the media aide, such reports are mischievous and totally fabricated, all in a bid to cause confusion and insinuate total clash in the presidency. He said a report alleging that armed military units have barricaded Shettima from accessing the presidential villa is not only the wildest expression of wishful thinking, but a clear indication that the purveyors of these tales have exhausted both ink and imagination. The statement reads, and I quote, "In recent times, there has been deliberate and well-planned orchestration of falsehood against the vice president's person and office in many multidimensional forms. These mischievous and totally fabricated reports are all in a bid to cause confusion and insinuate total clash in the presidency. These reports seek to mislead the public into believing there is discord at the highest level of government. The latest in this string of disinformation is a report claiming that the vice president has been refused entry to the villa. This is a feeble attempt to traduce the person and office of His Excellency, Vice President Kashim Shettima, GCON. For the record, nothing of a sort ever happened. The recent publication by some obscure blogs alleging that armed military units have barricaded the vice president from accessing the presidential villa is not only the wildest expression of wishful thinking, but a clear indication that the purveyors of these tales have exhausted both ink and imagination. It is a story so far removed from reality that it can only be entertained by those unfamiliar with the inner workings of the Nigerian government." Earlier this week, the presidency dismissed similar fake news regarding responsibility for the circulation of campaign posters bearing the images of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. These stories reflect a desperate attempt to undermine the president and his deputies' fidelity to the rule of law and our constitution. Let it be known that those pushing these falsehoods do so in vain. It is understandable, though regrettable, that the mischief makers continue to underestimate the strength of a bond and goodwill between the president and the vice president. However, their questionable sources or habitual reliance on misinformation have once again led them astray. These fairy tales they publish serve no purpose beyond mischief and distraction. The vice president remains focused on his duties and on supporting the president in achieving the aspirations of Nigerians. He does not have the luxury of time for distractions, particularly those born of the imagination of individuals intent on creating smoke where there is no fire. He is not and will never partake in their media circles. It is a futile pursuit, even by the standards of a morally indifferent. We commend Nigerians across all divides who continue to express goodwill towards this administration and who have taken it upon themselves to fight the spread of fake news. Your trust and support are deeply appreciated. The covenant between this government and the citizens of Nigeria was made possible through a legitimate and constitutional process. No amount of falsehood or manufactured tension can shake the foundation of that democratic mandate, not under the watch of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR. We encourage the public to disregard such malicious publications and the media to continue seeking information from credible sources and to approach sensational claims with the caution they deserve. This we owe ourselves collectively as a nation. What are your thoughts and your opinions? Let's have them in the comments section below. Before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment we got is from Ayan Ifai, who says, Tinubu can never use his vice for second term. That's why things are happening this way. Another thing that has also been in circulation is the fact that northern people are clamoring that they do not want Shettima to be his vice come 2027. But we shall see. Forget about this statement from the office of a vice president. It's exactly the kind of statement coming out from Shuaibu of Edo State office until it was eventually impeached. In Nigeria, things do not always look as it seems. If you get what I'm saying, governments are usually denying claims. They are denying until the last moment when they now realize that they can no longer deny it, until there are obvious signs, until it has now become so obvious when they can no longer deny it. That is when, people will now declare themselves that, this is what is exactly happening. But until then, they will continue denying. And, we are here for all the shenanigans. Moshood Olariwaju says Vice President Shettima is an intelligentsia, very courageous, bold, and has quite an enormous experience. In the villa today, we have two people who are fit to be called president. Shettima is not someone who, after saying that Tinubu was highly favored to win the presidential election, then decided to join the party. He worked for it honestly and sincerely, and there he is today. If we are looking for who is eminently qualified to succeed Tinubu in the north, that person is Shettima. Do you agree? Let me know in the comment section. Ogidon Gabriel says, how can that happen for the president and his vice to have misunderstanding to the extent of not seeing each other? Those who believe in such lies are fools and idiots and are not worth being called human beings, but animals. If such occurred, I trust both of them that they would go each other by the president preaching the vice president using his enormous powers, or the vice president going out voluntarily. Both are principled leaders. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.